know. Him and then with like T-Top, like, you know, yeah, those
are saying. T-Top got 30 wars angling niggas to death. Call T-Top that. Call Geechee that. Call niggas that's been in this field all over the world doing that. You angle good, you can't even get clear wins for real in your backyard. Like what's his best angle?
His best angle?
If you had to say, talk to me, what's his best angle?
Mook's best angle, I guess Iron Solomon is one of even when it wasn't.
Niggas walking out on that shit, bro.
Yeah,
I'm saying, like, niggas.
But that was a crazy angle, you know what I mean? That was a crazy angle.
What, throwing Skittles on him?
The whole Jew, yeah.
Today.
So that ain't it? That ain't it?
Stadium in Charlotte,
North Carolina. I got real angles. I had angle versus Shine. I had angle versus Gotti. I had angle versus Shine. Angle versus Ars. Angle versus Suge. Angle versus Bill. And man, real angles, bro. Right. I got real angles that's real surgical. Not that shit he be doing. Niggas ain't never walked out on none of my raps. He raps so good, niggas be walking out on this shit. And niggas don't be pulling up to see him. He ain't pack up the blue room. Niggas ain't pull up to see the angle guy.
I'm gonna ask you this, man. You've been doing this for so long. You got so many classics. Your resume is through the roof. Is this your biggest battle of your career?
This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports.
Because it's just
from a couple yards
deep. You say biggest battle of my career.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Really took that out.
It's like I got so many that can be in front of like Arsenal. Right. This battle, this move, like Arsenal, that battle could have destroyed me. Like I ain't do, that could have destroyed me.
Right.
When I battled the Spin Master, that could have destroyed me. You know what I'm saying? Even Chan to put him on a big stage, a rookie, that could have. All these really mean more. Mook beat me or whatever, it's just like,
on first down,
I'm already beat. You know what I'm saying? It's like, alright, just let the fans tell him Mook that, and I'm not. So Mook all the way up there, and I'm right here, and Mook beat me, it's like, he's supposed to be.
Did you ever have a feeling like, yo, this is the biggest battle of my career? I was about to say, like, because it kind of seemed like,
that's why I never chased him. I just wanted this battle when he started talking crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? He started talking crazy to me, and my nigga beat me, but I never.
It was kind of always the A-side, you felt like always kind of that guy that.
The only time he would have been an A-side was 2012.
And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here.
2014. That's me and Surf.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need.
He came back 2018 with
third and long. They'll look to
from 20.
Throwing quickly there.
18 on up, it was really not close on A-side, number-wise. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as, like, we breaking down with A-side, because by that time I had all the Summer Madness, I had this, like, you know what I'm saying? But definitely, my max out era, my RPE era on up, I left him. You know what I'm saying?
If the battle would have went down 10 years ago or 2012, around that time, is it a tougher battle for Mook then with that holler, or do you feel like this holler right here is just
they had a better chance back then. I don't care. As much as even though a lot of people say I was my prime back then, but the way I think now, the way I go about things and how what I needed to say to him,
but all he focused on was the
back then he had a bigger argument.
If I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
He the first one to get the big checks. Like, he was doing all that. Now, there's nothing he can talk to me. Nothing. He can't talk no money. He can't talk nothing to me. So his best bet would have been then when I was just a little young wild nigga. You know what I'm saying? And he could have just kind of right now.
68 yards.
Let me ask you this, right? I'm asking, I've been asking a few other battles that's going into major battles and angles, right? You think about angles. You think about what's been used and what's been said, this, that, the third. He was like, yo, like, let's be more creative. I feel like recently just kind of addressed some things, you know what I'm saying, for your change situation or whatever the case may be. When you look at those angles, are you expecting those angles, and how do you feel about people constantly using those angles against you?
Battle rap. One from the battle rap angles on that. Right. They only just, you gotta battle different minds that think different.
He will have a Chiefs first
energy
down
around the
as
same
they're able
angle.
to get the third down conversion.
Don't say the same shit, but
Charles,
credit
did it
to
seem like to you that maybe
who
they
said
were a
different.
little worried about his
You know
running
what I'm
prowess
saying?
there? Because everybody kind of froze when he
never
got
want y'all to
outside
ever
the
think I'm
pocket
down
and they were able to throw
I
for the
just
first
feel
down.
like I'm him.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Listen,
I'm the only one that can talk to him like a little bro, because he's mine. You know, I'm giving him a shot. I'm the only nigga that can do that, though. Yeah, I'm giving him a shot. I'm the only nigga that can do that, but he's still me. So he gonna be able to say his shit the murder move way. And to his defense, it's coming from me. So, yeah, I know what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he gonna say what he say. Just like I'm gonna say what I gotta say to him. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're talking about fighting team, it's all about who can. Because I'm battling people at the last stage. Like, Geechee had 60 battles before I battled him. Hustle, all these people I'm battling, they all got 50 battles. I'm battling them last. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to come up with new stuff that ain't been said to these niggas who be battling every other month.
And credit to you, you've never seen that angle used against guys.
Yeah, I have. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I'm coming up with this stuff versus these hitters and these killers who got 80s, 50s, 60 battles. You know what I'm saying? So I know what time it is, so I think Moon gonna realize that shit he been saying about me not rapping. He act like I'm not.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
He gonna realize it late, but I can't wait to show him. I can't wait to show him.
When you look at
the Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Turner. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Turner. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. You talk about this Chiefs defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
That quick throw there is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
That's a first?
With a first down as the tackles made at the
the latest on the Ward 1 Jackson City Council race. Incumbent Ashby Foote has been declared the unofficial winner.
On a vote landslide. There you go. Okay. My thoughts are, I'm glad we got through this.
We tell you what led to the final count this morning. And FEMA could be no more after this year's hurricane season. That's because the president plans to phase out the agency. We have reaction from leaders. Plus, as we near 20 years since Hurricane Katrina, two Mississippi museums is showcasing the impact it had on the state. 16 WAPT News at Live starts right now.
Come on, man.
Jackson's breaking news leader. This is 16 WAPT News, live at 5.
Good evening and thanks for watching. I'm Eric Higgins. Meg is off tonight. We have new information on a Jackson homicide investigation. Police say one person is in custody and they're looking for a second after a woman was found dead. This morning, police arrested 28-year-old Andrew Sawyer. They say he's being held for the murder of 33-year-old Carrie Fields. She was found shot to death on Jane Avenue around 11:30 yesterday morning. JPD did not identify the person of interest. We have a Commitment 2025 update today at 5. Incumbent Jackson Ward 1 Councilman Ashby Foote has been declared the unofficial winner in the race for that seat. 16 WAPT's Ross Adams was there as the remaining votes were counted this morning. He's live at City Hall with more on this very good race.
Now with a 3rd and goal situation.
It certainly feels like they're more stars.
Well, headed into this final vote, Councilman Ashby Foote was ahead by 10 votes. When all those final ballots were tabulated, he won by 2 fewer.
They can be in line.
Two of the 3 candidates watching closely as the resolution board gathered Wednesday morning to count a handful of votes that would decide the winner of the Ward 1 City Council seat.
On a vote landslide. There you go. Okay. My thoughts are, I'm glad we got through this.
Incumbent Ashby Foote declared the unofficial winner. That decision came after the board counted 7 affidavit ballots and 1 absentee.
The council needs to collaborate with the new mayor on really setting the stage for a positive move forward for the city.
Foote won by 8 votes. Independent Grace Green and Democratic nominee Jasmine Barnes both got 3 affidavit ballots. Foote received 1 affidavit and 1 absentee. But the board had to throw out 1 absentee ballot that was mistakenly cast for Foote in Ward 3. That decision sparking tension and raising questions.
So the clerk will ask did that person come in and show what I did?
Fast forward with me for a second.
Okay, that's what the extension.
Does that change how they manage the rest of this year?
It's obvious there has been demonstrations of human error. They acknowledged it today. The question is how much human error.
Grace Green's campaign manager Brad Chisholm says her camp could have to make a decision about its next move once all the election results are certified.
And it's at that point in time, after that 12-day window, when people decide whether they're going to challenge the election in court or not. But people, as I say, those are all unknowns.
Are you certain that the election is over?
It is, Ref. I think it is. There may be other parties that decide they want to contest it, but I don't think we need to get bogged down in relitigating what's been worked over the past 10 days.
And the Election Commission is expected to come together first thing in the morning to certify the election. After that, this race may be over. Live at City Hall, Ross Adams, 16 WAPT News.
Thanks so much, Ross. Jackson Mayor-elect John Horn has expanded his transition team as he prepares to take office in 3 weeks. He laid out his priorities for his first 30 days. That includes personnel reviews, a budget analysis, a fiscal assessment, and a series of community impact sessions. Horn also plans to hold meetings with department heads. This is all in addition to addressing challenges like bad streets, crime, and water and sewer infrastructure issues. Go to WAPT.com to find more on Horn's latest announcement. It also lists the names of the latest people added to his transition team. Well, if you spent any time outside today, you know it was hot. This is the view now from our Reservoir Sky Cam. Meteorologist Katie Garch is here with Jackson Certified most accurate forecast.
It sure has been a toasty one for all of us across the area. Current temperatures are currently sitting in the upper 80s and low 90s, but those real field temperatures a few degrees higher. We're feeling more like the mid to upper 90s for a few spots, and it's feeling toasty out there. Humidity is not all that bad right now, but it's going to get even hotter as we go towards the end of the week. I'm tracking a thunderstorm complex back off towards the southwest, and although we've been dry for most of the day today, this is going to be moving in as we go into those overnight hours. So over our southwestern counties, expect some showers and downpours to move in around 8 to 9, and then into the metro around midnight. A few downpours and rumbles of thunder while we're sleeping, and then that rain activity is going to diminish as we go into the early morning hours on Thursday. More toasty temperatures ahead. I'll break that down coming up.
All right, thanks so much. Well, President Donald Trump plans to phase out FEMA after the current hurricane season. He says he wants to reduce the agency to state-level management handling things. Trump also wants the government to release less federal aid for disaster recovery. The news stunned state and federal emergency leaders who say most states don't have the budget or personnel to handle disasters on their own. Congressman Benny Thompson released a joint statement with Representative Tim Kennedy of New York, who serves as the ranking member of the Emergency Management and Technology Subcommittee. It says in part, it's been clear for quite some time that when it comes to emergency management and disaster response, President Trump and Kristi Noem have shown incompetence, manufactured chaos, and a disgusting indifference to human life. It went on to say, we cannot pull the rug out from underneath states, which may or may not have resources available, and insist they be ready to handle back-to-back large-scale disasters by themselves. And that news comes as FEMA leaders project an intense hurricane season, something that Mississippians know about all too well. August 29th will mark 20 years since Hurricane Katrina made landfall as a Category 3 storm.
Oh my fucking god!
It made landfall in Louisiana, but the Mississippi coast also suffered incredible damage. Hancock, Harrison, and Jackson counties were destroyed by the 78-foot storm surge. All 82 counties in Mississippi were declared disaster areas and eligible for federal assistance. After Katrina, the National Hurricane Center removed the name from its list of future hurricane names. Well, today, a luncheon was held at two Mississippi museums to talk about the State Department of Archives and History's role after the storm. 16 WAPT's Kendall Jones attended and is here to tell us what they discussed.
Aaron, most people think of New Orleans when you mention Hurricane Katrina, but Mississippi has its own history. The end of August will mark 20 years since Hurricane Katrina made landfall off the coast of Louisiana before making its way to the coast of Mississippi and central Mississippi. The storm strengthened to the highest status, Category 5, over the Gulf, and weakened to a Category 3 by landfall.
This exhibit came about because it is the 20th anniversary of Katrina, and we wanted to commemorate that very special day in Mississippi history.
Yvette Ray is the Director of Curatorial Services for the Mississippi Department of Archives and History. The two Mississippi museums has an exhibit currently running to showcase how the storm impacted the state. Ray says the coast was destroyed.
What happened in Louisiana is horrible. It was flooded. A lot of the focus, because it is such a large city, a lot of the focus was there, but Mississippi was ground zero. If you look at the map, we have a map of how it hit. It completely obliterated the Mississippi coast.
The Department of Archives and History's role in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina focused on historic preservation. The old Capitol Museum, which was built in 1831, was being used as the State History Museum when the storm hit.
The copper roof was just completely ripped off of the building. And
fuck me, man. Come on, yo.
So about 12,000 artifacts within the building were...
The fuck is going on?
Several thousand of them were completely drenched and damaged, leading to a lot of conservation work done following the storm.
The Katrina exhibit will run until November 7th. Live in Jackson, Kendall Jones, 16, WAPT News.
Thanks, Kendall. New for you today, the IRS is offering tax relief for Mississippi taxpayers impacted by severe weather. It's for people and business owners in certain parts of the state that had damage from the storms that hit March 14th. The relief is for 19 counties, including Grenada, Issaquah, Pike, Smith, and Walpole. Taxpayers in these communities have until November 3rd to file various tax returns and make tax payments that were originally due during that period. Also new at 5, after weeks of being in the headlines, Chapelers Apartments have been declared a public nuisance. It happened in court this week, and the property was also given a $1,000 fine. The complex has been without a manager for weeks and has problems with illegal dumping, theft, squatting, and general lack of upkeep. The owner of the complex is serving 2.5 years in federal prison for mortgage fraud. Jackson's city attorney says that he hopes to take the case to Chancery Court to get a receiver who would take over management of the complex. The Rankin County Sheriff's Office is investigating a deadly crash that left 2 other people hurt. It happened last night on Diamond Lake Road near the Puckett community. Emergency crews found 3 people inside a car that had run off the road. 19-year-old Joshua Cooper, the second, was killed, and the 2 others were sent to the University of Mississippi Medical Center. The cause of that crash is still under investigation. Anti-ICE protests that started in Los Angeles are now expanding across the country. From Seattle to Austin, thousands of troops are on the ground in L.A. to support ICE agents and protect federal buildings. White House correspondent Kayla Norwood has the latest from the White House.
President Donald Trump campaigned on cracking down on illegal immigration, and the White House tells me he's just keeping his promise. Meanwhile, California Governor Gavin Newsom, a potential Democratic presidential candidate, says President Trump is taking aim at democracy. President Donald Trump's deployment of Marines and National Guard troops to Los Angeles in response to anti-ICE protests.
President Trump received a clear mandate from voters to reverse the illegal invasion ushered in by Joe Biden's open border and to end the lawlessness represented by Karen Bass in Gavin Newsom's California.
California Governor Gavin Newsom issued a warning overnight that the president is overstepping his authority.
California may be first, but it clearly will not end. Other states are next. Democracy is next. Democracy is under assault before our eyes. This moment we have fear has arrived.
Political analysts say what's happening now goes beyond the protest and military deployment and into the red versus blue debate over immigration.
We're moving murderers out of our country that were put here by Biden.
Analysts say this incident shows President Trump is willing to use every means to carry out the mass deportations he promised.
It's good politics for him. It's on the issues for him, and he gets to claim that this is what he promised to do, and this is what he's doing.
But Governor Newsom argues
his agents are arresting dishwashers, gardeners, day laborers, and seamstresses. That's just weakness.
Analysts say this issue launches the governor into the national spotlight.
So for Newsom's 2028 potential run here, there's a lot up in the air. Number one, that there's usually not a bigger magnifying glass on someone, especially a governor, than a crisis.
Immigration has been a winning issue for President Trump politically, but new polling suggests that the escalating situation in LA could change that. According to a new YouGov poll, 45% of Americans disapprove of deploying troops to the LA area to respond to protests, while 38% approve. At the White House, I'm Kayla Norwood.
Nearly 2,000 demonstrations are planned in all 50 states for this Saturday. No Kings Day will take place in 5 Mississippi cities. One is in Jackson from noon to 2 at the state capitol. The others are in Gulfport, Tupelo, Starkville, and Hernando.
We have white puffy clouds, hazy sunshine, and sparkling water. It's great out there, but the feeling? It's hot out there, and our forecast does have more toasty temperatures. I'll show you that, all coming up after the break.
And still ahead, the Trump administration says they're working a deal with China to find out what that means. You're watching 16 WATT, Jackson's breaking news leader.
Certified technicians, genuine Toyota parts.
Oh my God, yo!
Need some help, boss?
Y'all niggas wildin', bro. Come on. Come on, you can't get
Large touchscreen keeps everyone happy. The Subaru Crosstrek. Don't test it, don't approve.
Damn, man, I thought the fucking D lineman would have blocked it.
Our new experience to help you design your style. Built by designers to lift even more creative possibilities in your hands.
Evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch.
Zorro.com knows that every job is important. And for more than 10 years, Zorro.com has been delivering tools, parts, and supplies for your business. In stock and ready to ship free the next day. What you need, when you need it. Zorro.com.
So they accept the penalty, force, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Dental problems of today are gone with stability.
No more dentures, missing teeth, or endless dental work. In one day, one visit, Stability gives you normal functioning teeth and are a better option than traditional dentures. Let us restore your smile and confidence. Call Smile Builders today, 601-859-7050 to schedule your free consultation. Building Smile.
Fuck wrong with you?
One tooth at a time.
In there to get him for a loss of 3.
Jackson matters. It's our capital city. It's where most of us work. It's where most of us live. And no matter where you live in Mississippi, Jackson matters. What happened to Jackson affects us all. In 2025, we go to the polls to choose Jackson's future, as 16 WAPT is leading the way with breaking news you need to know to make your decision. It's our commitment to you. 16 WAPT News, Jackson's breaking news leader.
Offense back out. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks.
Good job.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so
You're watching 16 WATT News, Jackson's breaking news leader.
The heat was definitely on for today. Temperature in Jackson got up to the low 90s, so that makes 6 days in the month of June. We hit 90 degrees, and on average, we typically see around 19 days. We keep the heat around going into Thursday and Friday. Really a summer-like pattern that really won't budge over the next several days. Temperatures continue to be in the low 90s, with real field temperatures feeling more like the upper 90s and triple digits as we go into the weekend. I'm already looking into the weekend. I'll show you that forecast coming up.
All right, thanks so much. Well, the Trump administration has reportedly agreed to a new framework for a trade deal with China. It's expected to pave the way for...
Oh my God! What the fuck?
As ABC's Christian Cordero reports, this comes as a new report shows inflation was up slightly last month.
You don't see this often.
After 2 long days of negotiations between U.S. and Chinese trade officials in London and a phone call between Presidents Trump and Xi last week, leaders from both sides today are touting a new handshake deal. We have agreed to fully comply with the Geneva Agreement as well. So the President is reviewing the details of that with his trade team now, and you'll hear more from him. On social media, Trump says imports from China will now be subject to a hefty 55% tariff, down from the 145% tax Trump announced in the height of his trade war. U.S. imports to China will face a 10% tariff, down from 125%. The negotiations come amid an uncertain economic forecast. A new report easing some concerns as inflation ticked up slightly since expected, only 1% for 1 month, up 2.4% since 1 year ago.
Most importantly, we are decelerating cost increases for shelter, food, and energy.
Most of Trump's tariffs are on pause pending negotiations, and most economists agree an increase in tariffs will lead to an increase in prices on everyday goods. As for the deal with China, the administration says it also reversed course on Trump's threat to revoke visas for Chinese students. And the president adds China has agreed to supply key rare earth minerals up front, used in everything from cell phones to car batteries. China has not specified the terms it agreed to. Talks between the U.S. and Canada
Oh my God.
over the past few weeks, according to Canada's CTV News, which adds a framework appears to be though timeline still unclear.
And an attack on a Jewish group in New York has been stopped before it happened. Investigators unsealed charges against the 20-year-old Pakistani national. They say he plotted a coordinated attack on a Jewish center in Brooklyn. They say he was working in the name of ISIS. The case comes as the country sees a spike in anti-Semitic attacks. Last night, lawmakers from both sides of the aisle came together to talk about what it will take to defeat anti-Semitism.
We must come together in good faith as Democrats and Republicans, standing shoulder to shoulder to defeat anti-Semitism whenever and wherever it may be found. Until we bury it in the ground, never to rise again.
Anti-Semitic attacks in the U.S. have soared 300% since the war with Gaza started after steadily declining over the last decade. Well, the Beach Boys has lost one of their member icon, Brian Wilson, died. He was one of the co-founders and members of the group, known as the creative force behind the band's memorable surf sound. It was in 2023 that he joined Rolling Stone magazine as one of the 200 greatest singers of all time. Brian Wilson was 82. His cause of death was not released.
We have hazy sunshine and sparkling water out here on the reservoir. Looks fabulous, but the feeling is hot out there. We have summer-like heat across the area. The humidity is not all that bad, but different story for tomorrow. Temperatures today in Jackson got up into the low 90s, 91 for that high, 70 for that low. No rainfall at the airport. Right now in Jackson, still below 90s, steamy. Rainfall temperatures are feeling more like the mid to upper 90s right now, and those winds are calm. Right now across the area on radar, mostly rain-free. We do have a couple of some isolated pop-up showers, very tiny, and then we have more rain back off towards the west of the river. I'm tracking a thunderstorm complex right over portions of Louisiana right now, and most of this is going to track off to the northeast. It's this stuff off to the southwest that's going to be moving into our southwestern counties as we go into later this evening. So I'd say around 8 to 9 we'll start to see that activity moving over our southwestern counties into the metro, probably before midnight. A few downpours and rumbles of thunder, and then this activity will continue to shift off to the northeast and diminish out there, and it'll be dry first thing in the morning before sunrise, dealing with some puffy clouds and sunshine across the area. And then as we go into your Thursday afternoon, evening hours, more pop-up summer-like showers return for the area. We could see another thunderstorm complex developing back off towards the west. We'll have to see if that holds up together, and that will push into our areas. We'll be watching for that tomorrow. Just expect a few more hit-or-miss showers in the forecast. Temperatures tonight will be dropping off into the low 70s for everyone, and then going into tomorrow, another hot summer-like day with those temperatures back up into the low 90s for most of us. We'll be at 92 here in Jackson, 88 up in Kosciuszko, and 91 for Hazelhurst, all the way down to Macomb. When you factor in that humidity, real field temperatures feeling more like the triple digits as we go into the peak hours of the day. It's going to be feeling really steamy as we go into those afternoon hours. So if you do have to spend a few hours outside for tomorrow, just make sure you give yourself some time to relax in the shade or bring that water on hand. High pressure will be off to the east, and that continues to bring in all this moisture from the south, so increasing Gulf moisture here across the area. That will lead to those afternoon storms at real field temperatures nearing the triple digits. And then as we go into the weekend and next week, we're going to keep this pattern around. There's really no big shift in our weather pattern, so the summer-like heat and humidity is here to stay with more isolated rain chances as we go into the second half of the day. Tonight, 71, late hit-or-miss showers rolling through the area with a few rumbles of thunder. And then going into tonight, temperatures back up into the low 90s. That's actually slightly above average for this time of year, but we'll be feeling more like the upper 90s going into those late afternoon hours. We'll also get the chance for some hit-or-miss showers going into the afternoon, evening, and then really just a copy and paste forecast for Friday and going into the weekend. You can see those temperatures staying in the low 90s, low temperatures in the low to mid 70s over the next several days, and then we'll have that chance for some isolated rain chances late in the day for those late afternoon, evening hours. So we're really not getting out of this summer-like pattern. It's really going to stick around over the next several days, and that's all thanks to that high pressure. So if you like what you see, you like the heat, maybe not, it's just going to stick around. We can't get out of this pattern.
Welcome summer.
Welcome June.
All right, thanks, Katie. Well, when we have more for you when we return. Students from LSU were awarded a C for your engineering project. See what made it so incredible. You're watching 16 WAPT, Jackson's breaking news leader.
Sorrel.com knows that every job is important. And for more than 10 years, Sorrel.com has been delivering tools, parts, and supplies for your business. In stock and ready to ship free the next day. What you need, when you need it. Sorrel.com.
Dental problems of today are gone with stability. No more dentures, missing teeth, or endless dental work. In one day, one visit, Stability gives you normal functioning teeth and are a better option than traditional dentures. Let us restore your smile and confidence. Call Smile Builders today, 601-859-7050 to schedule your free consultation. Building Smile.
He just throws this one away. Smart
1 2 at a time.
It's close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Wide open receiver complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Butker now to add the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
You're going to try to bite my flow.
Set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking middle, and that's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds
You're watching 16 WATD News, Jackson's breaking news leader.
Welcome back, everyone. Some engineering students at LSU received praise for a new system they created to help remind parents about children in the
Are you fucking serious?
Senior project. The three created a car seat alert system, which is a sensor that goes underneath the car seat. It has a fob and will alert you once you walk away from the car. The creation led to them receiving the Highway Hero Award from the National Highway Safety Commission.
More than anything we could have expected to come from this project, so we're just really happy we could have created something that could make this big of an impact.
And there are deaths reported every year. Children being left in hot cars accidentally. One of America's favorite coffee shops may have a new item on the menu. Starbucks is testing a new protein-based cold foam at 5 locations. It's a banana flavor and has 15 grams of protein. The company is pairing it with their famous sugar-free vanilla latte. We'll stay with us for a final check of the forecast. Right now, another look outside from our Jackson State University Skycam, looking at downtown Jackson. Stay with us. You're watching 16 WAPT News.
Dental problems of today are gone with stability. No more dentures, missing teeth, or endless dental work. In one day, one visit, Stability gives you normal functioning teeth and are a better option than traditional dentures. Let us restore your smile and confidence. Call Smile Builders today, 601-859-7050 to schedule your free consultation. Building smiles, one tooth at a time.
Right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. So here are the Chiefs to take over. And they've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. Down he goes at the 23 and pick up a 4. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So
don't forget, we do have a chance for some showers overnight tonight, so don't be surprised if you hear some rumbles of thunder while you're sleeping. And then going into Thursday afternoon, pop-up summer-like showers return, going into those evening hours as well. Temperatures steamy in the low 90s with real feel temperatures upper 90s, close to the triple digits. And then we'll keep that same exact forecast for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, really a repeat. The icon is just copy and paste each day. But it gets kind of boring for y'all. It does, but it's summer.
It is. All right. Thanks, Katie. Thank you all so much for watching us. There's more news ahead at the top of the hour at 6. More news tonight is coming up next.
But it's summer.
You're going to smother it, but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Wow. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
It's hard to yell with the gorillas in your mouth. I got a pack house yelling. All my hot girls yelling, bring them out, bring them out. From the back, they yelling.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's
the king, bitch.
To the 35. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock.
Right check, 1, 2, 1, 2. You heard the night,
making the stop. 2nd down and 6 now. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
That is caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson with career touchdown number 70. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Come on, he gonna take that out? He's nuts. What a game.
So a net negative there of 4 yards. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Hands in the air.
On first down, they'll start out with.
Oh my God!
Going down the left side, it's a foot race. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 69 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Turner. This is caught.
Man, I want fucking sneeze right when that happened, yo.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 more yards there and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. Looking to throw. Turner. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
All right, bro.
All right, begin this drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
2nd down and 8. Here's Pacheco once again. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 137 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, just like last play. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had
this nigga snap
interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And
let's go.
Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 15.
All right, man, that's more like it, bro. We been tripping. At least 4 touchdowns.
And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Bring him out, bring him out. Bring him out, bring him out.
Now after the
bring him out, bring him out.
To kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers
Balls don't even know how to act now.
They've got some stuff to build on.
Oh, I sat down.
Because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to... I got the crowd yelling. From the block, there's yelling. From the block, boys yelling.
Just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
88 yards on the ground for Hubbard as that last run a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Turner. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. On the move past the 40 and down to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately. Turner on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished.
Oh my God, this nigga snapped so hard on this. This shit crazy, bro.
Here's a first.
Oh my God, I forgot how hard this shit went.
Looking to throw. Turner.
Sack that nigga, bitch ass nigga.
Picked up by the Chiefs. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Hey, we can push ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Mahomes now on first down. That one tipped and it's incomplete.
Who got us in the live show better than mine? Bring him out.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right
bring him out. Bring him out.
He's had a pretty good game throwing.
Bring him out. Bring him out.
And it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
ATL. I can't hear you.
But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On the give, this is their fullback. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and
it's the king, bitch.
Down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use it more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead. Usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught. Take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra minutes. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry with a milestone here. Touchdown number 200 for his brilliant career. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
It's the king!
So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart
runner,
showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season. And those votes may even turn into
my name matchup
votes when it's all said and done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown! Chuba Hubbard, 75 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. I think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play.
My God, it's so lame.
Assignment, doesn't it? Doesn't just mean that the defense broke down.
I came, I saw, I conquered. There's no good things.
Big time play, big time result.
And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs.
Can't get a south.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And
most of you niggas faking. I'll tell it to you niggas' face.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Steps away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
This is Mixon on the draw, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half.
They just want to stop till, because they not till. So your baby mama drop till.
Find him.
I do not switch. How you drop that? Nah, fuck that. We going for it.
And now 4th down. Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish out this drive with 6 points. Now it's Mahomes again. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. St. Brown motioning left. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
What the fuck, man?
Bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there.
Glad I got that.
On the year. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up 1st downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Now
5'9" with the soul of a 6'4". Separate the brakes paralyzed from the waist down. Real fan dub guys of the A-Town. Can't even look me in my eyes, put your face down. I'm out of jail, nigga, what you gotta say now?
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Turner. He finds his man. Complete. It's Hubbard. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen, but this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. It's Hubbard, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a 1st down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Turner over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Turner from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. George Karlaftis just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Here's Turner to throw on 2nd down. He finds Smith and Jigba, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Turner on 3rd down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting this sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
What the fuck, man?
And he's got this down to the 35. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Looking to throw. Turner.
I ain't never seen so much luck in my fucking life, bro.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they will eventually get it down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, a 22. Now, 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something.
I'm a bustle. Security, jewelry.
That's still a benefit to this squad.
Hot shit, price out the block, because it dropped tip. 3/4 meal in the DSC. Haters want to start till the night till. Ball every summer, so your baby mama. This is crazy. Bama girl a Hummer, put the chrome right in front of that.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Why does it keep no huddling?
Second down play will get whistles and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That's incomplete, but
the fuck, man!
So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very
unbelievable!
Just whiffed on it. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. This is 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Turner.
I'm going to blow him off the map ASAP.
ASAP. Gets this complete to Smith-Njigba. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
ASAP.
Timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
This is unbelievable. This is so fake, bro. This is fake as hell, yo.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
This is fake as fuck, yo.
One-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Slay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. Oh, I think the Panthers...
What the fuck?
Carolina football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here.
Wow, man.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Oh, my God, y'all.
Touchdown, Panthers. De'Ami Brown with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Panthers...
Bro, what in the fuck, yo?
...this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This crowd...
Man, ain't nobody goddamn do this.
But a 4th quarter comeback has tied things up as the kick is away here. Taken at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
It cost your mama 5 yards, nigga.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. Well, partner, here it is. They got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is.
God damn!
Can they get there?
Those slow ass couldn't get out the goddamn bounds, bro.
And 7. Mahomes will throw. St. Brown on the catch. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Well, this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is incomplete. Well played defensively. Nearly had the interception, but it's second down.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's Mahomes. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes.
Oh my God, yo. Bro.
Conditions only going to get worse as we get back to football here to start this overtime. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, all game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for
bro, this man ain't throw a single interception, bro.
He's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime...
Oh, my God!
And they'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup.
Bro, get a pick, bro.
2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
Oh, my God, 25. Should have been a Honda.
Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Complete here to the right to Golden.
Thank you.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. There's the Panthers punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now here comes Kansas City. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick.
Man, get the goddamn 200 yards.
You can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Now Patrick going to change the play. What can Mahomes do now with his overtime drive? Throw out right. It's brought in by...
Oh, my God, yo.
He will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down.
That fucking no-huddle bullshit throwing me off, man.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing is Mahomes on third.
Finally!
And he's got a man complete.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field.
Will you please get 200 fucking rushing yards, bro?
And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Bump 200.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big
Stay calm, man. Stay calm.
Mahomes now to throw. Rolling to his left.
Oh my God, bro. Now Mahomes hurt.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Oh my God!
It comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the... And he is in for the score! And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness Hurts the guys in the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for Kansas City, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves
tough win
next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
They tried to get the Panthers this game, bro. Wow. Oh, that was a little hustler. What a fucking bell, bro. Yeah, we needed that bye week, bro. Pacheco. Bro, the man ran for 200 yards, bro. Damn, this man does not want to play here. easy out of there. I get my tight end back though. We're gonna be straight. We need Pat. Yeah, once I get, he should be back this week. It's a whole different ball game with him. Alright, bro. God damn! fucking DB. Everybody need a DB. Nobody need a running back. Jaguars. Somebody got me a running back. They good. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Like that. I didn't think that was gonna go for that shit. That was crazy. Alright, so some people need a tight, some people need a cold in this bitch. Some people need a DB. Alright, y'all need a DB. I need a big tight end, bro. Pick this weapon up. What y'all got over here? Nah. Y'all ain't got nothing I need on offense, bro. Let's see what I got so much. Okay, Lions, I like what they got. Damn. bro. Let's see what our my left tackle. I'm kind of solid on the left tackle tip, bro. Right, yeah, what we talking about, bro? See what the Raiders will do for, I'll see if I can get that time. Oh, they need a DB. See y'all gonna play ball. Damn. Ooh, almost there. Ooh, can't do it. Okay, if I can get Bowers, I'm gonna get rid of Otten for a draft pick. So we're gonna try this shot, bro. Let's see. Cause I got hella DNs, bro. Yeah, I can do this. Yeah, I got the DNs. Now I'm gonna take what's the name. Now I'm gonna see if they give me Bro, y'all tweaking. That you can't pass that up, dog. Middle linebacker. Ooh. Niggas ain't going, bro. Shit, I'm putting him at D tackle if I can get him. So yeah, let's try that. That's smart. Okay. If I could get Aaron Donald. Ooh. God damn. I gave up too much for Patrick Surtain, bro. Who need a DB? Okay. Deuce Robinson. serious? Wow, that shit, wow, bro. Y'all niggas ain't trying to win. Damn, they got all the DBs. Right tackle. Okay. Oh, that offense super weak. Yeah, they weak. They need some help. Vita, Vita. That might go for this shit. Let's see. Let's see if I get y'all cotton. What y'all D tackles looking like? Okay. Okay, I can work with that. Let's see. Riding at my G and Nick's listen to him, nigga. You know what? I'm gonna just try to trade one of my own defensive tackles. PS4. Gotta cut a player? For sure, Ty. Appreciate it, man. Man, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already, bro. Trying to make this shit happen, bro. Shit ain't easy, dog. Fuck, I gotta cut somebody. God damn it. Or I could trade somebody for some draft picks. Riding in my G next, listening to Anita on the... Oh no, can't do that. I ain't got my 3D tackles. Oh, for sure. You play the bro, I used to be on that 2K a lot, man, but 2K just got so fake, man. I gotta get back on that basketball because when I first started off, that's all I did. I see you said MLB. Is MLB good? I'm about to tap in, man, because I be wanting to get into baseball. But one time I played a baseball game, I just couldn't figure that shit out to save my life. Yeah, I used to be on that Call of Duty, man. Man, but what I'm finna do, bro, I'm finna get back on that Twitch, man, and I'm gonna just upload my Twitch stream to my YouTube because I ain't got that thing yet where I can be on both at the same time. But Twitch, man, I was on Twitch heavy at first, and I just stopped going on there because I'm always uploading like videos on YouTube, so I still be active, but I'm gonna just start putting my streams from Twitch on here. Everybody fucking with that Twitch, man. Damn, I don't know which DB I want to get rid of, man. That man was an MVP. You found a little more success in the YouTube life, man. Yeah, bro. Like, for the longest, it seemed like I was talking to myself on Twitch, but man, when they fuck with you, though, they fuck with you. That's what's so crazy. But like, I'm hearing a lot of these like gamers say if you put your stuff on TikTok, you gaming, it's like it's a community on there that just flock to your Twitch. So I'm gonna have to try that out because I ain't never tried it. But just keep going, bruh. That's all you can do, man. Like, just keep doing it, because how I look at it, man, it's always somebody watching, bro. So, you know, some people are watching, don't even say shit. And then out of nowhere, they'll be like, man, I've been watching you for so long. Because when I be seeing, like, my YouTube summary thing, it'll show, like, thumbnails of the people, like, some of your watchers or whatnot. I'm like, dang, them motherfuckers been watching me for months, but just ain't never said nothing. So, just gotta keep going, bro. Yeah, man, it was a young nigga told me that shit on YouTube, bro. I mean, on TikTok. Nah, I'm sorry, it was Twitch. He said, man, upload the clip on TikTok, man, cause that's how he got a bunch of followers, and he was like, he got into a community and they all just rock with each other and they just send people there. He was actually trying to get me to be a part of the community, but he kept saying there was some in my settings where I wouldn't let people comment. But I'm like, hell nah, bro, like you commenting now. So shit, evidently I ain't got the settings off and I ain't never heard from Cuz again. But I went on his page, man, that nigga had a lot of fucking followers, man, on his Twitch. For him to have just been on it for like maybe 3 months. But I know when I get that Red Dead Redemption 2, man, I'ma stream that shit on here, man. And but I just love football, though. That's my favorite sport, so it's easier to stay committed because I just started franchise mode and I be trying to outdo myself each season. So I put that shit on here, man, and it just be natural. Hell, I'm on my 6th season of franchise mode. I feel like different people get lucky for real. Man, that's life, man. But you never know, man. That's why they say you just can't stop because you don't know what might fall in your favor. That's what I be hoping, bro. I be like, man, I just hope one day, man, I look up and some shit just, happen, man. Because it be looking like I could be just wasting my fucking time. But then, like, today, somebody like you popped in and they be making this shit worth it because you wasn't on no weird shit. Every once in a while, you gonna have them weirdos, man, like niggas just coming in there talking crazy. Like I ain't gonna lie, I thought at first you was gonna be on some weird shit because you was like, what system you on? And niggas be thinking, like, if you ain't on the PlayStation 5 or whatever, like, you on some bomb shit. It's just like, bruh, niggas be uploading vintage games, and that's their whole YouTube channel. They be playing off the PlayStation 2. They be playing, like, Grand Theft Auto 3 on PlayStation 2, and it be millions of people watching this shit, and you think, because a nigga on the 4? Like, that's crazy. All this shit really be the same anyway. Yeah, man, I mean, it just, some people really be watching this shit like television. Like, they don't say nothing because it's like, that's just what they own. Like, when they watching you, like, they watching, like, you like they television, for instance. So, some people don't, like, I'm a person, I don't really talk when I'm watching TV or watching a movie. So, that's how you gotta look at it. I just be thankful, though, for anybody that's, tapping in, because it all work out for our favor, in some form or fashion. But just gotta stay at it, man. Shit, there's so many people doing this shit. Add me on. I'm on P5, but my name is Tasso10K. Say no more. I got you. Soon as I log out, I got you. Man, if you're looking for some new hip-hop music, man, tap in with the music too, bro. I got it at the bottom, man, with my name, my stage name, James Vergato, bro. I'm on all streaming platforms. Finna start putting some freestyles up on this channel too, man. God damn, I gotta take some fucking medicine. For sure, man. Hell yeah, man. Don't make this your last time tapping in, bro. Like, I'm finna start back going harder, going live. I peeped all that I was finna type in. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, man, listen to that 92 Thesis, bro. I got all kind of shit on there, man. I just had a song license on this show called P Valley on the docu-series, man. I had got a license last year. So my next goal, man, God willing, man, I'm trying to get my shit licensed in a video game. That's one of my milestones on my make happen, bro. That TV shit took a minute, man. I had been praying for that for a long time, and it came out of nowhere. Shit, I be hoping, honestly, man, when I be playing the game, that one of these damn music supervisors be watching me. You got a song on P Valley? Yup, it's called Mississippi Blues. I'm on episode, it's called 10 Toes Down, the name of the episode I'm on. And they gonna play my song like when they go into like this field, cause it was shot in Mississippi, so that's why they put me on there. Damn, I don't know who I'ma cut, yo. Shit. Alright, Jacksonville needed a DB. Alright, bro. I gotta hit up Jacksonville Jaguars, make a trade, bro. Fuck. Damn, cuz out for a week. Dislocated shoulder. That's insane, yo. Pat Mahomes got injured in the last game. Him motherfucker didn't even. We got 6 the Army got. Some of my comments ain't going through. Dang. I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know what the fuck going on. Shit. It ain't no thing on here that limit comments, not to my knowledge. Are you serious, bro? He had 92 rating. Alright, give me two. Give me two, first and second, bro. I don't know what the fuck, man. That's insane, yo. Alright, bro. Give me a... Alright, that'll give me a 6th-round pick. Damn, bro. Cause I ain't know who to cut, man. So I had to goddamn get a draft pick or something. Let's see what the Jags DB room look like now. Cause I still got some good ass DBs on the practice squad. Better start my little Cooper Flag build stream. For sure. What Madden that's gonna be on? Madden 25? Alright, I can live with that. God damn, the finals on. Fuck, man. We got sticks the Army got. Alright, we gotta win our division. It's gonna be a tough game. Start in the trenches, man. I guess this the Army guide. So. Niggas hate. Alright, bro.